me and you have had some disagreements in your comments below, but I was a different name. I was called Brainiac 5.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh,
Okay. All right then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, Miss. Are you a pro? Are you Mr. Restore the SnyderVerse? Is that what you are?
Seeing YouTube, I wish that it was around back in what 1992.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
It would have been an outlet for a lot of people to get into something different than being on the street or whatever.
Exactly. I mean, you can think about it like this. Back in 2013, I believe it was 2000. No, it was 2012. Right. I watched one of your videos, and here I am today. I'm connecting with you personally. That's the great thing about this.
Yeah, and what's crazy is all you got to do is reach out. I would have had you on as a guest. I mean, I guess, it's intimidating, I guess, for some people, but you could just, I'm the type of motherfucker, you just reach out to me, man. I didn't even know you existed.
Well, you probably have. You probably have. I mean, me and you have had some disagreements in your comments below, but I was a different name. I was called Brainiac 5.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh,
okay. All right, then. All right, then.
That was a long time. All right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, I was.
Yeah, Miss. Are you a pro? Are you Mr. Restore the SnyderVerse? Is that what you are?
I love the SnyderVerse, but I do understand that restoring it is not going to happen at this point.
It shouldn't happen either. It shouldn't.
It should have, though.
No, it failed. It failed. You had 6 movies. They underperformed. It's Snyder's fault why BVS failed.
No.
It's Snyder's fault why Man of Steel didn't make the money.
Well, look at this. The trajectory was going up, and Warner Brothers threw a wrench in it.
It was going down.
No, it was going up.
BVS.
Man of Steel made 6. BVS, and then you got Justice League.
No. You forgot about
Zach's film.
Suicide Squad. That's Snyderverse 2, my guy. Down.
Right.
Then Justice League. Down.
Suicide Squad made $750 without China.
Mm-hmm. Which is less than BVS.
Suicide Squad didn't have China.
Yeah.
Right, but BVS had China.
Okay.
See, so you see what I'm saying? BVS made $870 with China and made about $98 million in China. Yeah. Suicide Squad made $750, I'm sorry, without China.
Suicide Squad was a better reviewed movie than BVS was. People hated BVS, though. People liked Suicide Squad more.
It could have been, but Suicide Squad possibly could have also outgrossed Batman versus Superman if it had China at its box office. Then you get Wonder Woman, another $800 million film. So technically, they was averaging $800 million per film. Something that they wish they would have had.
That's not good.
Why you don't think that's good?
Man of Steel doing $668 million. Not good to start off. BVS should have made $2 billion. Let's keep it a buck. It only made
$2 billion.
BVS should have made $2 billion. Batman and Superman in the same movie? Yes. The Trinity in the same movie? Yes. It didn't make $1 billion.
$2 billion? No, it didn't make $1 billion, but
No Way Home
$2 billion.
Infinity War did it. Endgame did it. No Way Home made 1.8.
Yeah, right, and they did all that with inflation tacked on top of it as well.
You telling me that Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman aren't more popular than 2 Spider-Men?
Well, when it comes down to DC, one thing we all know for sure, the box office has been easy, but also an uphill battle.
For Snyder.
You really think about this, for DC in general, The Dark Knight made $1 billion, right? Mm-hmm. But overseas, BVS grossed more money.
Did you know that Wonder Woman made more than BVS?
And that's no problem.
You don't think that is bad? That Wonder Woman outdid BVS.
Okay, so when it comes down to DC films, why do we have a need to pit these films against each other? But when it came down to the Marvel films, it didn't matter if the previous films grossed more than the previous films.
Yes, it did.
So on, as long as they were successful.
It does to me. I pit movies against each other all the time. I put that trash Ant-Man against the second one. I put freaking Captain Marvel against this next one coming out. I put Avengers Endgame from... I don't know what you're talking about. And do you know why we're here? Do you know why Marvel is here where they had all 30 movies and they could afford to put such mediocrity out and still garner so much attention in box office? Is because Snyder dropped the ball on DC and it tanked and let Marvel just do what they want. Like if we came out good from the jump, we wouldn't be here right now.
All right, so check this out. Man of Steel, right? 668. BVS, 874. Suicide Squad.
Wait, real quick. I want to just let you. Do we disagree that 874 is terrible for BVS?
874 is underwhelming.
Okay,
it
good.
is.
Yes, it is.
But it's not a flop.
No, it's not a flop.
Profitable.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get the Wonder Woman. You get 800, and I think Wonder Woman was 820,
like 821, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, 830, something like that. Then the wrench. Justice League that the studio created, $650 million. Aquaman, $1 billion. So when you really look at it in that context, the only thing that really fucked up DC from making money was that Frankenstein monster of Justice League in 2017.
Why do you think that?
Because I just laid the numbers out to you.
I
just laid out the first film in the entry, 668. Second film in the entry, 874. Third film, 750 without China, something that the previous film had something going for it. The film after that, which was Wonder Woman, 820. Justice League,
650.
Right, 650. Aquaman, $1 billion.
Okay, so Justice League made 650. Man of Steel made only $15 million more than that. So is that
Man of Steel was the first time entry. So in reality, Justice League is the major failure out of all those films I just named.
Do you know why Justice League was a major failure and no one went to go see it?
The studio saw that film, reshot that film, put it in movie theaters. They CGI'd Superman's face, Jody, listen to me.
Bro, you're misguided.
But these are new right here. This man's face right here was CGI'd, Jody.
Yeah.
You really think people are going to go and watch a Justice League movie over and over again with a CGI Superman's face?
I think people don't care. They just want to see a good movie.
You really
and the general public had a bad look on Snyder's films. The public gave up on Zack Snyder and the look, dark, depressing, cloudy, no sun having look of his movies, and they didn't go see Justice League. You think the general audience? Aquaman is not in the SnyderVerse. That's a James Wan film that was out of the SnyderVerse, so that doesn't count, my friend. That shows you that after Snyder was gone, they made something good, like Wonder Woman, Aquaman.
So Aquaman came out in 2018, and you think that Zack Snyder had nothing to do with it?
Nothing.
So his name's not on it at all. He's not.
His name would be on all of it because he cast all the characters.
Even though James Wan talked to you and he talked about him and Snyder connecting about the film, even when you made the video and they had the test screening for Aquaman, you saw Zack Snyder in the movie theater, and you asked yourself, "Why is Zack Snyder's in there? Get him out of there."
Jason Momoa and Zack Snyder are good friends.
Right, but why would Zack Snyder sit there and literally be there testing, talking to James Wan? James Wan getting input, and he don't have nothing to do with it.
Because that's who Snyder is. He leeches onto movies to try to get credit for them. Zack Snyder didn't have anything. That's how correct. He never was on set. People still believe. So
you don't give him the credit for the story. You don't give him credit for casting Gal Gadot. Nothing.
Yeah, I do. That's why he gets credit on the film. That's why his logo was on the movie. Do you know the difference between story by credit and writing credit?
Yes, I do.
What is the difference between getting story by credit and writing credit?
All right, the story by credit basically. You helped with the storyboard. You didn't put any words into the movie as far as dialogue goes, but you helped with the storyboard. So that means that no man's land scene that everyone in love with, Zack Snyder literally wrote that on a piece of paper before it was filmed.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He shared it one time before.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's not true. That's just not true.
Okay, so you saying story, he don't have nothing to do with, even though he's got the story. So tell me what his job was.
So Snyder had nothing to do with Wonder Woman. he got story by credit because he cast everybody and came up with the world, starting with Man of Steel and in BVS. In BVS, Gal Gadot was put in that movie and she was given a story that she's given up on the rest of the world, and she turned her way for 100 years, and then she all of a sudden decides to come back to save Bruce and the world. That is part of Wonder Woman's story. And then what effectively happened not too far after Wonder Woman's release, Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot herself, themselves, said that, I'm sorry, we're retconning Zack's story because Wonder Woman would have never turned her back on the world. So effectively, not only did Zack not write the story for Wonder Woman, but the story that he wrote for BVS for Wonder Woman that makes him get story by credits, they rejected.
So why is his name still in the credits?
Because he cast Gal and came up with the story for Wonder Woman initially in BVS. That's how it works. If I come up with characters...
In other words, he should have the story credit for The Flash.
Yes, you will probably see him in the credits for the Flash movie, bro.
I'm about to check it out now.
No, you got to see the movie. I'm pretty sure you probably see...
Well, I mean, they should have it in the IMDb, right?
Not, I mean, as the IMDb people make up. People put... There's the wrong writer in the IMDb credits for Wonder Woman right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so...
We're about to find out.
So, when you watch the movie, I would say... pay attention to the credits.
We also should have story credit for Aquaman too.
They kind of changed it up with Aquaman, man. It was that movie was nothing like Zack Snyder's movie. But yes, true. I believe that there probably should be something in the credits that says something about Zack Snyder in the movie.
So in other words, what you're saying is when it comes down to the Wonder Woman story, the film that you love, Zack Snyder only has executive producer credit and story credit because he set Gal Gadot's story up. Mm-hmm. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
All right.
There's still people that think that Zack did the action of the Ares fight and all that.
No, I never.
I know, but a lot of people are saying it.